Sippers, welcome to this episode of the Tea With Me podcast with me, Shane Todd. Episode 203. Definitely, possibly. Guys, before we get into this episode, I'm going to plug Patreon, if I may. Alright, withhold your... He talks for a few minutes at the start of this podcast. Yes, he does. And guess what? We have sponsors. And guess what we do with that sponsorship money? We take it up to a roof and we just fuck it off. We either do that or we put it back into the podcast. Production, set, a fridge. Actually, Michael bought that fridge. We didn't buy the fridge with our production money. Waters. Okay? Dan, those glasses. Oh, you bought those in your own expense? They come from the company. They came from the podcast. They shouldn't have. We buy guest lunch every Friday. There you go. If we're allowed. I want to plug patreon.com/teawithmepodcast. You go there, it opens up a world of wonder if you like this podcast. If you go, every Wednesday, I can't wait for this podcast. What if I told you? What if I told you that every Tuesday you could get this podcast? You said, you're lying. Early access on Patreon. It comes out a day before anywhere else on Tuesday at patreon.com/teawithmepodcast. Oh, that's really made my life better. Is that everything? No. Live stream episode every Friday. What do you mean live stream episode? What I mean is we get your favourite comedians in. Exactly the same podcast set. Same kind of podcast, but it's live. You can ask questions, comment, all that sort of thing. It's a little bit cheekier. Every Friday, 2 o'clock. Is it? Oh, that's brilliant. That's more than I expected. Is that everything? Would you like some more? Go on then. Behind the scenes videos, the tattoo vlog, the live podcast, early access to tickets. You can't handle what's on patreon.com/teawithmepodcast, but you can try. Join up for a few pound a month. Go over there, see what's happening. The link's in the description. We are sponsored by NordVPN. VPN. I said VPN. Virtual Private Network. This is a thing. Dan, get that read away from me. I don't need it. But no, I need a thing at the bottom. Yeah. This virtual private net. Let me explain this to you right now. This is a thing you put on your phone or your laptop or whatever, and it hides your IP address. It hides your location, meaning you can access content from anywhere. You take your cybersecurity to the next level. At the minute you're in the basement, let us take you to the penthouse. One click, this happens, and then you can do it in a certain way. Dan, am I right in saying where it's 0 clicks? It's already just doing it for you. If you're in public, which you often are, I believe, if you're accessing Wi-Fi hotspots, you should be doing that securely, and that's what NordVPN does. Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, Linux, Napster, LimeWire, Zuckerberg, all of it. You get an exclusive NordVPN deal. Still don't know what I'm talking about? Go to nordvpn.com/teawithme. You get a huge discount off your NordVPN plan and a bonus gift, which I'm not certain, but sometimes they're giving away teeny beanie babies. It's completely risk-free, 30-day money-back guarantee. Everything's in the description. We're also sponsored by Manscaped. Listen, one thing I don't need is notes for a read from Manscaped. I know this company inside out. They know your balls and perineum inside out. Is that the right name for that thing? For your gooch? Perineum. Not the sauce you get in Nando's. This is, or they could, maybe they'll do a limited edition thing of your perineum, which they're mental. I hope you're keeping it clean. And anything in Nando's I'll try, so I would try it. Manscaped is the number one in men's below the belt grooming products. Oh, I get so hyped about this thing because this is one of the best inventions ever. They have products like the Lawnmower 4.0 with wireless charger technology. They've got a cologne. They've got ball cleanser, ball deodorant, ball wipes. They have stuff that hasn't even been invented yet. But what they do is they send you it out. If you sign up for it, manscaped.com, use the code TWithMe, you get 20% off and free shipping. You sign up for it and they start sending you ball goodies, ball goodness for your balls, your dick, your shaft, your uncle, whatever it is. They've got the products. If you are lucky enough to have balls and a dick and a Peronaise sauce, they will send you out everything you need to keep that pristine. No, Dan, you're giving me a thumbs up. Go, that's enough. We've fulfilled our quota of 60 seconds. I'm nutty for Manscaped, and they're nutty for your nuts. Get over there, start looking at what they have, because if you can fathom it, they can do it. All they do is they go Monday morning, they go, guys, let's have a think about balls and dicks and products, and they make it work. The description: shampoo and conditioner and deodorant. That's two of their normal products. Most of the rest of the stuff's bonkers. Get over there. If you're going to travel anywhere, don't go without your Manscaped products. Manscaped.com, team with me for 20% off free shipping. The links in the description for NordVPN, Manscaped, and the Patreon. Let's get into this episode. My guests are two massive friends of the pod, Aaron Butler and Diona Doherty. This was one of the most unhinged, scatterbrain, wild episodes we've ever done. Nobody knows anything. We're guessing things wrong. Yes. During this, we tell Aaron Butler that if we pay for it, will he get his name legally by default changed to Elvis Aaron Butler. He says, if you get 5,000 likes on a comment, I will do it. We're going to write something like Aaron Elvis Butler ? And if 5,000 of you like that, he's doing it. And he is doing it because we're bullying him into it. So make that happen. Tea with me, 203. My guests are Aaron Butler and Diona Doherty. Enjoy this. It was a giddy, stupid, fun episode. Keep drinking tea. Get all the products and just yes. Sippers, welcome to this episode. It's not in. It won't be in.
All right, no, you're in.
But the audience that fucks with their head so much will be like, "What isn't in?"
Well, it's very. Oh right, yeah.
No, say it again.
Go ahead, more left.
No.
Here we go, guys. I'm joined by. There is tea being spilt. What are you? Don't kick that.
Sorry.
Lamb sip.
Right, we all need to compose ourselves.
Yeah.
You're saying crazy things. You're wearing. How would you describe this?
African, obviously. Have you not seen his DNA?
Yeah.
No, he asked me. He said he texted me today. He goes, "What vibe do you want from my dress sense on the podcast today?" I said, "60s heartthrob." You look like
A guy in his 60s who used to be a heartthrob.
Whose heart doesn't throb.
you look like a Mexican cartel owner's son who might not be
His son? Might be, yeah.
Sorry, I thought that was a cowboy hat.
What is it, a lion, isn't it? Is it a lion?
It's tacky.
You didn't even look at when you bought it. You just went, "I don't give a fuck what's on that,
No.
but I need it."
Is it any of this on your neck real? Or is it a wee bit of gaudiness? Is that what you call it?
Did you say gaudiness?
Gaudy.
That's what Paddy McDonald has.
Gaudiness?
No, Gotti was Top Mafia guy.
Gaudy.
Gaudy.
Gotti.
What was his name? Gaudy or
And
John
gaudy
Gotti.
means steaky or I don't know the words.
Look, it's all
He
real.
doesn't. You think he looks sticky? Like you
that
think look at him and be
change?
like, he's going to rob my car. He looks like he's going to clean my car, like
Well.
voluntary.
Yeah. No.
He looks like he say, "Can I not spruce that up?" That looks like that would be your catchphrase.
Look, I'm just Liddy today.
Are you?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Do
you're
you
a
know
young
Liddy?
influencer.
Yeah, I'm like an influencer. I'm like Litney Spears.
You're who?
I'm Liddy.
Who's Liddy?
No, it's not a person.
We're
It's a
too
it's a
old to-
description.
We're all the same age.
No, the TikTok kids. Nice.
10 out of 10 camp when you went like this to Diona. No. Now listen.
I can't remember how I did it, but I'll watch it back and be
He's in
raging.
Butler.
Yeah, I'm in velour.
Now, do you have the matching top to that?
I do. I didn't have it on today. But
He
I do have
wore.
it.
He was supporting Dave in the Ulster Hall once. And is that the tracksuit?
This is the tracksuit. Yeah.
He wore a velour tracksuit with a chain. Walked out with, and this is the weirdest part of it, a glass of Coke Zero. That was the weirdest part
that I
of it.
brought from my house in a plastic cup with ice in it.
Whilst driving.
No, I brought the tin and poured it in.
He's
I
done
brought
it
the
again.
plastic
He keeps
glass.
doing
You
it.
need
He
it.
keeps doing it. Can I just say who
Also-
does that? Can I be honest? All gay guys.
Is it?
Let me just
If
tell
I
you.
do
Yeah,
that? No, I'm
you
using
need
the back of the
to dial
palm.
down how much you're touching me.
No, but
You're using the back of the palm? Whoa.
Sick, don't know if they clip it, I'm fucked. You're saying
Dial it
this.
up.
Yeah. I need to. No, I wore this. I brought a plastic clear cup and a Coke Zero from the house.
And everybody in the Ulster Hall went, he actually looks class.
Yeah,
Genuinely,
yeah,
I
yeah.
swear there was something about it. And I was sitting beside your man, a few of our mates, and they were all like, Aaron looks brilliant.
Aaron can get away with it all.
I know.
But I think you have to be investing from a young age. I don't think you can just start doing
As a
that
man?
shit.
Oh,
like
right.
if you just started doing that, we'd be like, oh,
Midlife
shit,
crisis.
having a midlife crisis.
I
Do you know
will.
what I mean?
I will.
Like,
What do you
finally
think-
got to him.
What do you think my midlife crisis will be?
You'll start drinking full milk.
Just to experiment.
You'll be like, guys, I'm at the age now.
I walk out Ulster Hall with a blue milk.
Yeah.
The day I see that happen
He's
with
off
you,
the rails.
yeah, I have to have like an intervention,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
do if like people have alcohol and stuff. If you change your milk,
He said he was going back in the semi-skimmed. He said he could handle it.
Yeah. And you just start going to like dairy farms, just to like on days out.
What near were you? You're from?
Yeah. Not on dairy farms.
no,
Yeah.
it's not a place.
No, I think my midlife crisis will be, now that we've done the boxing, which don't worry, we're not talking about. I think like a martial arts, my next thing. That's when I'm wearing the full, you know, like the white dressing gown.
The gi, it's called a gi.
It's called a gi. I had a gig on yesterday.
You had a gi on yesterday.
No.
All right, play ya.
Do you know when you go to a spa and you wear a robe and you feel like you're doing karate?
Yeah, it's not a gi.
It's not a martial arts gi. That's just a robe.
Diona's watching Karate Kid. Like
I
these guys are
put
taking
on-
care of themselves.
You're in the sauna, the Galgorn, like fucking doing this.
You were at a spa yesterday.
Well, no. Well, it was at the Slave Donners.
Yeah.
That is.
I know, but I
At
have
the spa?
my toddler there, so
Oh, did you?
less of a spa, just more of a
Swim.
staying alive.
You, Sean, and the baby, and the kid, and toddler. But see,
We should have under.
that's not really like you should have ditched Winter.
I know, but we are usually the ones responsible for her.
Yeah, but
It was a very last minute thing. It wasn't like we weren't trying to. It's also because everyone knows now, but thanks to you. Thanks very much for telling everybody I'm pregnant.
Huh?
Tout.
I didn't tell anybody you're
Do his
pregnant.
knees.
Said it on your last podcast.
To his knees.
Did I?
And everyone was coming over me at the Ulster Hall going, we were wondering why you weren't fighting. And then Shane told us all you're pregnant.
No.
Swear. Swear.
You
On
it.
your hair.
Yeah.
Did I announce you're pregnant?
You
Yeah.
opened it. You opened the press conference with it. You were like, guys, I know we're here to fight, but
Yeah.
Diona's up and
Oops. Am I not the worst?
I mean, sometimes.
So I don't care. People were
Oh, no, I
good
know
guessing anyway.
pregnancy.
So funny because the other half people were coming over going, why are you not fighting? And I was like, look down.
Yeah, yeah.
And then look up slightly, stop looking at my gi.
They don't know how to sign their feet saying I'm pregnant. Oh no, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about it on stage.
No.
Oh, you've made a point of not saying anything about
Well, I just was going along. I wonder how long I could go because it's such a long time that you're pregnant. It's like you start talking about it really early, it gets so boring.
it. Yeah. You don't
I mean,
seem you don't
like-
seem pregnant.
Do you know?
I know, but like there's smoke and mirrors with you.
You can't smoke when you're pregnant.
Or look at Mars.
Or look
It's a
at
whole
Mars, you'll
thing.
cry.
It's a whole
No,
thing.
you don't.
Cry.
Whatever you do, don't
I've
look in a
been
mirror.
pregnant
Right
for 33 years. Not looked in a mirror in a long time.
How funny would it be if he got the vasectomy but somehow ended up pregnant himself?
Well, like fucking Kindergarten Cop. No, what's the one where Arnie gets pregnant?
Twins.
Twin.
Is it twins again?
How distressed! It's Terminator. I'll be back from maternity leave. What's that accent? I am the Terminator, mate.
No. Where is that accent?
I knew that was me not doing it well.
Also, why you do this with your neck when you did it?
Oh, I'm thinking of the phones.
Is it twins?
Is it twins?
Junior.
We all had an idea of what
How
Arnie
distracting in Kindergarten Cop.
I forget. How did he have the baby? Did he push it out his
Did.
cock?
I don't think. Was it not like a sister? Was he actually pregnant?
Well, not.
I can't remember. Was it?
No,
With
it
Danny
was-
DeVito.
No, no, not twins.
Twins.
Junior. Yeah.
Does he have the baby?
He
I
gives
remember
birth
the
to
movie.
Sarah Connor. No, do you remember?
No, he didn't.
He can't actually have the baby in it, can he?
He does have the baby in it.
Maybe he gets a C-section.
He must do.
I feel like he didn't, but that would make sense.
Well, where did the baby
Do
go
you know
if he
what
didn't have it?
Do you know what
His
happened?
bottom.
They didn't finish
Like all
writing that
babies.
movie, and they're like, "We'll figure it out. We're filming it." And they
Yes.
got it, and they were all, "What do we do?"
Yeah, they're like, we'll just make a sequel and figure it out then.
Yeah.
Senior.
How is your pregnancy?
All right, now brutal at the start. First 20 weeks, just constantly.
It can be.
The first 20
it's
weeks.
hard on us, isn't it?
Yes.
First 20 weeks was constant sickness.
When you say constant, is it like daily? You know, I'm about to throw up here, like every day.
I didn't throw up. I threw up once, but I don't throw up.
Nausea.
It's just constant nausea all day. Every day. It's like being hungover on a boat in the Atlantic Ocean in the dark.
That's why
Alone.
I'd want to be in the dark.
But you're in the Atlantic Ocean?
No, if I'm
Honestly.
hungover, I want to be in the dark. I wouldn't go turn them lights up.
Yeah. Well, then that was the one saving grace. At least it was quite dark.
Will you keep
brilliant.
how long are you going to keep doing stand-up for? Not in general, I mean, before the birth. Because
like, how long are you gonna give this before?
have you seen Ali Wong, Baby Cobra
Yeah.
special?
Yeah.
She's like
wow, yeah, both hers.
about to go. And then again.
But even there, I watched one episode of The Masked Singer. I've never watched it before, and it happened to be the one where Catherine Ryan got de-pigeoned. She was the pigeon.
That sounds like a horrible Victorian torture term.
Yeah. Or
You're going to
sexual.
get de-pigeoned.
I don't know why you
Sent
looked at
to-
me when you
Did
said.
we de-pigeoning?
You look like
Yeah.
a guy be offering his services around saunas to de-pigeon
Yeah.
Look, I've
people.
de-pigeoned a few fellas in my day. You know what I mean?
And she was like 2 weeks away from giving birth or something whenever she did that. You just keep
The
going
Masked-
till...
Like, I can understand if you're Ali Wong, like you're doing Netflix special.
Yeah.
Do the special, but like you could miss The Masked Singer.
I don't know. How much are you getting paid?
For The Masked Singer?
Yeah.
Off the top of my head?
Yeah.
60 grand.
No?
I just
sound
heard
more?
it, heard it loud. No.
No, because I'm
Definitely
thinking
more
about
than
how much. Nah.
Catherine Ryan?
No.
You're knocked.
Yeah, you are.
How many weeks do you do it for?
By the way, Catherine Ryan, super fan.
Also...
Dan goes like this. Dan goes, Catherine Ryan, come on.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying, I know Catherine Ryan, huge profile right now. I get that, and she's brilliant. But here's what I'm saying. See, when they do I'm a Celebrity,
Yeah.
mid-range,
Yeah.
you're talking like 80 grand, and they're going all the way to Australia to live in the jungle.
Yeah.
Come up, sing a few songs. 60 grand, I reckon Catherine Ryan got. Can we
Catherine
try
Ryan
and
would
figure
get
that
way
out before
more
the end
than
of this?
80 grand
she gets more
is
than
somebody
others.
who finished 14th on Love Island. That's what they'd get on Celebrity Big Brother. Can you finish 14th on Love Island?
If
You finished 14th on Top Model anyway.
see when you put that on my Fearsome clip up, that was great because
What a wee bitch.
like I didn't
raging
know you
still?
then.
No.
So there's so much like
Aren't it?
I knew you
You
then.
would have known me then.
like and you don't
There's
talk
a-
about it in stand up.
No.
But that would be a great basis of a show, being
I've
like
often tried to write stuff about it, but it's so hard to be like, going to try and be funny about a time when I was so skinny and gorgeous. Let's
yeah, but you got rinsed on the show. It's not
I
like you
got
won it.
absolutely. Well,
So
this
it's
is.
fine.
Well, thank
Deprecating.
you. Yeah,
It'd be- if you
it's
won
a
it,
great angle.
It'd be worse if you won it and then you were like, oh, what about when I won that?
Yes.
You were gone early doors.
Early doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. They kicked me out in Dubai. that is true. And also it's so funny because I'm going to post it next, but there's a really sad interview with me on YouTube on
After
the
you've been
beach
kicked out?
after I've been kicked out, and I'm all, there's no way half them girls deserve to be here more than me.
Well, I remember.
And
this.
then also shade because I got
By the way, sorry, were the producers trying to make you say something like that, or was that a natural reaction?
I think that was quite natural, yeah. But like there was two other girls got eliminated with me, and I'm all I mean, see Anna and Louisa, they were not expecting to get kicked out, so they were really shocked. At least I was prepared for it because I can handle it. But them two, fuck, they're devastated.
Oh,
and I
wow.
was real shade.
Yeah.
So what happens right on? I don't even think we talked about this in the podcast. So what year was this?
2000. It was the year we met in Edinburgh. 2012.
2012.
Yeah.
So
It was a couple months before that.
so Britain and Ireland's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
What happens when you get kicked off a show like when they say like you're going home?
Okay. So it depends how long's left of the trip. So you stay until everyone's leaving,
Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
you're in
which
Dubai.
is great.
Yeah.
But for me, we were going the next day anyway, so I didn't get much of an extra stay. Whereas people who got eliminated before me got like an extra week just like hang out in Dubai. And then on the way back though, you sort of have a different attitude because I just got so blocked on the plane the way back. It was like first class Emirates, and it was like
Oh, that's.
Oh, really?
Nice.
oh yeah, it was like they were like one of the sponsors of the show, so it was like you had a
Beautiful.
fucking
You have a bed.
bed and all, and you were just like getting blocked and eating whatever you wanted and whatever. And the producers stopped my access
The alcohol.
to alcohol on through like digitally. They were like, and anytime I tried to order more, it was
On the
like
plane?
like you're not allowed anymore.
Like, did
'cause
the plane have to buzz down and go?
Yeah.
We need to.
Were they
stop
still in the
this
Middle
going."
East at this? Were you still?
we just crossed out a Middle Eastern air,
That's
and they were like,
hilarious.
but I think because they obviously
gets you
I was
more blocked to eat
in
Middle
I was
Eastern.
in the plane drinking wine, but no, I hope you all get fat bitches, like just.
Wow, just the
Not people
regular.
that were on the
not
show.
no one was. Yeah, just the people.
Yeah.
Businessmen like
The Urshirdas.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was down. It was like back to like reality with a bang because whenever I got back to London, you've spent like a day or two in London before you go home, and they this is going to
decompress?
sound really up my own hole, but they stick you in like a premier in, but you've come from like
yeah, the
Dubai.
top
Dubai,
luxury,
and you've
right?
come
First
be-
class.
having like people waiting you hand foot, and then they stick you in the premier in on your own, and you're like they don't even add breakfast on. You're crying.
And then do they keep in touch with you, the show in general, or is it just like you're gone?
I can't remember through the pain.
Oh, wow.
But I can't really remember. But I do remember like being miserable when I came back because I was like, I would get kicked out so early. And then I was in bed and I was texting my housemate and she was all, fuck up, you get a free holiday to Dubai, get out of bed. And I was all,
Yeah.
and it's true.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? But the reason, so Elle McPherson, when she eliminated me, was like, she was like, it's quite clear you want to be an actress and
Yeah.
you can't be an actress and a model. And I was like, actually, you can. You can't because I've seen you in Friends.
Then you wonder why you got the boot.
And then
Crazy she didn't warm to you.
they didn't show it. But I was like, well, some people can just because you haven't conquered it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Who
Yeah.
is a famous actor model?
Cara Delevingne.
Cara Delevingne.
Good shout.
And she's
Very
good, yeah, at both those things.
Tyrese from Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
Tyrese.
weird to jump to that after
Oh, what do you
Cara
mean?
Delevingne.
What do you mean weird?
It's just weird to be dressed like that and talking about Tyrese.
Who's Tyrese? What's his real name?
I mean, who's Tyrese? He's one of the
By
key
the way,
members.
Right.
No.
He's well known,
Yeah.
but he's not well enough to go, what do you mean, Tyrese? Like,
I know.
He absolutely is. He's my boy in Fast and the Furious, okay? And he's
who's
a
he
key
modelling
member
for?
of the team. What?
Oh, Jamie Dornan.
yep.
No, he's not in Fast and the Furious. Tyrese, you need to get back to Tyrese.
Tyrese, model, actor, singer.
Yeah, he probably did.
What's he singing?
Songs like
R&B, slow
He's your
jams.
boy? Slow Jams.
Yeah.
He's
No.
on Slow Jams.
Yeah, he did.
Do you know what this is like? An ADHD conference.
Yeah. By the way, we
He's-
all have ADHD.
But
Do you reckon?
I now think I do after it was said on as a joke on this podcast, but everyone has a straight face, and then I looked into it, but I couldn't look into it for long enough.
Yeah.
I scrolled down a wee bit, and then a balloon went past the window. I do think I have it.
We
Yeah.
should do a test. Let's all do a group test.
Um,
Can you do a wee online one?
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
I
dangerous
was on
game.
the border.
That's why I found out I was pregnant. It was just a wee online test.
you can get a lot of signal there. Now, the
But yeah, models who are famous actors as well.
yeah,
That's what we were talking about.
There
in
actually
fact.
isn't that many.
but
Think about
Tyrese,
it.
what I'm saying is he would have sang songs in the slow jam genre, not the song "Slow Jams" with his Ed
Yeah,
by Kanye
yeah,
West,
yeah.
Twista, and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Twista really fell off, didn't he?
Do you know when Jamie Foxx recorded that? He was like at Kanye's house for a party and he was like, let's just do this for a bit of crack. And then all of a sudden he like heard it
I
released.
told you this.
No, he fucking didn't. Jamie Foxx told me this on an interview on YouTube.
May I correct you as well? It was at Jamie Foxx's house.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was the one. I was then going to go on to say
Sorry.
which part of that was a lie.
Oh, okay. Sorry, she was
Ka-
trying to
so
catch us out.
Kanye was like, "Here's the lyrics," and Jamie Foxx started singing it, but singing it too well.
Yes.
So
and he
good.
goes, stop
Kanye
over
went-
singing it.
You're overdoing it.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
then when you watch that in the documentary, they re-recorded. That wasn't the version they used.
Yeah, the one where he's over singing.
No, even when he's like playing it cool
Oh, they
natural,
did do it
they didn't even use
again.
that. Yeah.
Took a few takes.
I'll give a lot of time for that wee lad.
Jamie Foxx?
Kanye West.
Wee Jamie.
Oh,
not
right.
Kanye West.
No.
Oh, careful. Not time for that guy and his opinions.
Done with Kanye. It's funny that he calls him. Does he call himself Kanye?
Can I say, is that
Easy.
an exclusive?
Yee.
That I'm done,
You're done with
Ka-
Kanye?
Done with Kanye.
Brought it out to the Irish Times.
He's dead,
Yeezy, Yee.
Yay. He
Yay.
changed it. You know when people just do that. Like in
Yeah.
school, someone was called Jonathan, then one summer they show up. It's Johnny.
If you could change your name to another name that you think is dead cool, what would it be? Like, do you
Spider
are
or
you happy enough for your name?
Spider.
Spider?
Something like that.
Yeah.
That sounds
Am
like
I
a
happy
man
enough
who-
with my name? Yes, I love my name.
It's just because there's another person called Shane Codd.
Very
Hold on.
ADHD.
Why is that funny?
First of all, I was known way before him,
Okay,
so he's got the problem.
but
That's his problem.
is he more known?
People,
I
no,
don't know. Where is he from?
down south.
Okay.
Who we
Full
talking about
respect to him. Shane Coddy's the DJ. Get out my head. Dun, 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 dun.
Sorry, did
Good
you say
song.
full spectrum?
Nope.
Okay.
Phil Spector? Phil?
Nope.
Oh, right. No, sorry.
I thought you said, like, he has the full spectrum. And I was like,
I thought you said Phil Spector. Yeah.
is that not Jamie Dornan's character?
No, that's a pedo.
Right.
Sorry.
You're right. You're right.
fucking-
You're right. In the fall,
Yeah.
Jamie Dornan's surname of his character is
Is
Spector.
Spector.
Okay.
Phil Spector is the Derry singer-songwriter. Nope.
Right. No.
That's Phil Coulter.
That's
This is the worst book.
no. That's the guy that makes the gun, Samuel Colt. The
Could just say too, no one, maybe not a pedo. Let's not throw that out there. But
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
like-
Sorry, I didn't know.
neither of
Yeah,
those
yeah.
people are.
Apologies.
He's a
We'll bleep
serial
that.
killer.
We'll bleep that. Yeah.
Much easier. Much
Yeah,
less
as if like
damnable.
he's serial killer, as if finding out he's pedo's gonna make you. Oh well, you think you know someone?
Yeah. For legal.
Right.
Would you change your name, Aaron? Does it
yeah.
bother you? Your first two letters of your name are the same. That's mad.
Can I say something? I think I hope doesn't offend you.
Go on.
Aaron's quite a boring name.
Okay.
Do you know what bothers me? If people could say your name in different ways, because I would say Aaron and he's saying Aaron, and
That
that
is-
fucks me off.
Aaron, like the first A, annoying.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
And then in England they're like Aaron.
You
And
don't even
then
need the 2 R's.
in America they go Aaron, and it's a whole. It's
Do
everything.
Do you love it? Do you love Aaron? Do you look at that?
Well, like,
Look at his face. Do you like love it?
well, like you know, I like my name. I
Right.
like it.
You
But
do?
Yeah, I like it. Now I wish I was called Elvis instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something.
By the way, I'm not Elvis. No, I'm not.
No.
Because I know you think that.
Would you, if we paid for it,
Yes.
Change your name.
change your name by default to Elvis? Elvis Aaron Butler.
Here's the thing. I joked about it.
His real name's Aaron.
Who?
Elvis.
That's who I'm named after.
Are you?
Yeah. Hold on. Jerry, my mum was the biggest Elvis fan. That's why she called. And she goes,
He's called Aaron Elvis.
Elvis's
love.
middle name is Aaron.
No, his
Right.
first name's Aaron. Elvis is a stage name.
No, Elvis was his first name. His middle name was
It's
Aaron. Because
fucking-
his middle name's after his brother. It died.
Who's his brother?
Well, he died. His twin brother died in the womb.
No, hold on a wee second,
Phil
right?
Spector.
for a fact, go on please, someone looks up. Elvis's real name is not Elvis. His first name is Aaron. His Christian name is Aaron.
Absolutely not.
And your man went, I'm going to name you after Elvis, but you don't deserve to be called Elvis, so we'll call you Aaron.
Deserve it? Why did she look at me as a baby and go, "You're pathetic. You
Yeah.
don't deserve Elvis."
I love. You're right. I love that logic. She's like, I love Elvis. Elvis is a cool name. Hello, Aaron.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
she said she didn't call me Elvis because she didn't want me to get bullied in St. Kevin's, and then I got
Oh,
bullied
that's
anyway. So she goes, "I should have just called you Elvis."
You could have a cool name. I would have stopped you crying at night, right?
She thought there's no point in calling you Elvis because you can't sing, you can't dance. What are you joking?
Dan?
That's his son.
Yeah, Elvis Aaron Presley.
Elvis Aaron Presley.
I was
You're a
going to do
liar.
something rude there, but I won't. I was going to say fuck you. I'm not going to.
You just
I know.
Would you change your name by default to Elvis Aaron Butler?
Because I joked about it for a long time, and then
I'm not joking.
I was tempted to just do it, but then my ma said, "Don't do it, you dickhead, because you'll have to change your passport and your driving license and everything."
Yeah,
else,
to
and it'll be-
something way cooler.
But
Yeah.
it'll be a whole legal thing, and then the mortgage.
We'll
and
take
all.
care of it.
Just when they're out of date, update them.
We'll take care of it.
Who's we?
We'll take care of it.
Is one L gonna fund?
Yeah.
I swear, right or wrong, we'll fund every
I'll
part of it.
oversee it.
Guys, don't put this in my head, because
No.
you know what I'm like.
Just live a little.
And then call your next show Elvis.
My mum's listening to this right
And
now,
then you can talk
pulling her
about it.
hair out, going, "Stop, Shane." Like that's what she's thinking
But
right
you
now.
can do. You're a big boy. You can do what you want.
No,
Yes.
stop. Yeah, you're. You know, I'm
There
high,
are
easy,
a lot
I
of
am.
local comedians who recently have not done things because their mummy told them not to.
Yeah. There is. Well,
And
there's
you
been
know it.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know what
And you're the
talking
second.
about. I've genuinely. Oh yeah, I do know now. No.
Why can't the local comedy scene stand up to their mummies?
Why are the Maz wee dicks?
Look, I'll put it out to the people. If people want.
By the
me
way,
to-
Anne's a saint, so
she is a legend. If people want me to change my name to Elvis, message me, and if we get enough
yeah.
background
They,
support,
how many? Comment under how many comments under this episode publicly on YouTube.
on like YouTube.
So
take
if you
100?
write a
Fuck's
comment
sake, no,
saying
'cause this
should
will go
Aaron
on.
change his name to Elvis right underneath this, and it gets a certain amount of likes on that comment, how many likes?
Come on,
guys,
live a little.
I don't know the number. I don't know like what's.
And would you change your name to Shane
Because here-
Cod after?
Because here's the thing,
No.
I'll go too low, and you'll get the amount
No,
of likes in about 4
200.
minutes. No, 200.
No,
fuck all.
that's so
Damn
shitty.
stupid.
Right, 5,000,
1,000,
2,000.
5,000's not a bad number.
5,000.
5,000, and I'll.
No, you won't consider it then. Aaron,
I can't change my name to
change
Elvis.
it
you
back.
can. We can do it for you.
Aaron, you could do anything you want to.
My mum
Hey,
is listening to this right now,
you call him
freaking
Aaron.
out.
I think you mean
Elvis.
Elvis.
Oh, I know. We'll just start calling you Elvis, and then that's it.
Because here's what would happen. I would change it. No one would even call me the name. You would all call me Aaron like a dickhead.
That's what we mean. Hold on. do you think if we got 5,000 comments saying you want everyone to start calling you Elvis Butler? I mean, it would just be a fun thing that we'd all know that technically your name's Elvis.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't want people to
I
start
would
calling
prefer
you.
to do it low key. I'd prefer to just do it and then not even and then
That's
just
weird.
flash my driving license to you and then go, look at that. And it
That's
says
so
Elvis
much
on
work
it.
for a thing where I just go.
Do you know
"Oh."
what that's like? Do you know when people like pull pranks on people and don't see how it ends up? You're like, what the fuck, you
Yes.
psychopath?
Like long game stuff.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
all about
yeah.
you short. Like, get
Oh, you
me-
wait
Yeah.
and see
me
what
laugh,
I've
man.
been doing for the
You
last
make
6
me
years.
laugh now. Come on, Elvis.
You haven't found it yet, but
Dude, if you change your name to Elvis, I'll change my name to Catherine Ryan.
why are we all changing our names? No one wants to change their
Well,
name.
I might make more money.
So will I as Elvis.
I haven't found there's a full like the boys have been going. Dan and Mike have been going away on holiday around the world, bringing back trinkets and going like, we'll add it to the thing. I was like, what thing? I haven't noticed that at all. They're bringing back magnets from places to go.
Oh yeah.
I had no idea. And then
We
you left the
surfboards.
red sauce up there. I have no.
That was there for ages. And do you know what? I was playing a real. I thought this was a prank I was playing.
So this is one of those.
And I had taken like 10 videos of me coming in here at different times going, the red sauce is still here. And I thought no one knew. And I was all, I'm a genius.
Yeah.
And then I'd said it was moved one day, or like it had been cleaned and put back. And then I was all, do you know the red sauce is there? And they were like, yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
prank's over.
Yeah.
Pranks over.
But as far as pranks go,
it's a pretty
classic.
good one. Yeah.
I was on brand.
Have you ever played a prank when you were younger, or had a prank played on you that you went, that was 10 out of 10?
Someone pulled my trousers down, going up an escalator.
Is this recent or?
Where?
When I was like 16, Forsyth Shopping Centre. Knickers came
Too
down
old
too.
for that. Oh no.
Did you take it in good humour?
Yes, because I was 16, surrounded by boys, and you're just all, you're so funny.
Did a boy do it?
Yeah,
Ah,
cancelled.
come on.
you know.
Come on. He's
Amen,
called
we
Sean
both.
Haggerty. They're married.
Do you know what happened to me in school? It was fly. I got my bags pulled down, right? And like then I pulled them back up, obviously.
An hour later.
After everyone's in. And then the
That's how you do your quick changes.
And then the boy who did it, I went, I'm gonna get this guy back. I pulled his bags down.
Sucked his dick.
But when I was 6. But I pulled
What
them
a
down.
prank.
But I pulled them down.
Prank G!
Yeah.
Gotcha!
Get a cloth, pranked you.
We were going out for 7 years.
Gotcha!
I pulled his down, but I
Gotcha!
I find out I'm not gay.
Once I find that I hate dick.
yeah. Pranks on you, I swallowed.
They're in a nursing home in their 70s. Aaron's like, got something to tell you.
Not even gay. So what happened, Aaron?
So then,
Spunked. You got spunked. Sorry.
then no.
You got spunked very good. I didn't get that for ages. Well done. I genuinely was all.
I was so
wonder what
excited
that
to
is.
come up with it that I, instead of saying you got spunked, I just went spunked.
Yeah, you did. Asked
Sorry,
him,
Aaron.
could you? So I pulled his down, but I got really excited and pulled. No, I didn't get a boner. I pulled the
Elvis got a boner.
love it tender. And I ended up getting too aggressive, and I pulled his whole boxers with the trousers. So it was.
He'd only done your trousers, but the
He only
boxers
done my trousers, my boxers were still. Well, I was wearing wee Y fronts at the time, bulge. Yeah, and so I was packing a Gaelic sock. So then, just in case it happened, at all
Sorry,
times,
what age are you for context?
about 7.5.
Oh, thank God, you're 7.5. You're nearly 8.
So yeah, it was the principal, but so then I pulled the box, and then but the principal seen it and didn't see that
The
child
initial thing.
do the
Hate that.
initial thing,
Hate
and
that.
so then the initial child played up to it and went oh, and I was like, no, you did it, and then he'd go, I didn't see him do it to you first, and it was a whole thing. I got brought into the office, and
But the
fucking-
principal saw his wee dick, so.
but the principal was like,
Just
show
look
me
up
how
for
you
him.
did it again. And I was like, all right. I went back.
Do you know what's one of the worst ones I've done?
A prank?
Go ahead.
Pretended to be the Cool FM cash call for my mother-in-law. I know.
As an adult? Did you
Yeah,
do
it's
that?
just like about a year ago, and she said the
A
amount.
year
on it.
ago?
She said the amount on it. And I was like, it's me.
Oh, she knew the amount.
They do the cash call like
Yeah,
every week.
I
Like
know.
everybody does.
Yeah.
And I phoned up and went, it's John Kearns here. What's today's amount?
Fuck's sake.
And she said the amount, and I had to go.
Did you have to give her the amount?
Yes.
yeah.
But the amount
Pranked
was
yourself?
£8.
Yeah.
That's a bad one because you make someone think they've won like 60 grand from. Do you know anyone that does a cash call? We can phone them on a withheld number right now.
No, I only know people who aren't losers. I'm only joking. The cash call's
What?
fucking great. Do you know what? Sean knows somebody who, like, him and they were like, I think they were all
Syndicate?
like lorry drivers, and they all did Syndicate.
I've always wanted to say syndicate
Is that what that is?
in the right context.
It is.
Syndicate.
It actually is. Well
Right,
done.
I was going to say a pool, but like a syndicate.
Syndicate.
But they stopped their syndicate deal, and 3 weeks later, one guy won it.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
And you don't hear about that
Psychic
stuff
Glenn
in the
must have told him he
storybooks.
was going to win it.
Yeah. Ditch the bitches, and go out on your own. Yeah, that's the sort of thing you only hear about. Like, and that's probably never happened. Do you always hear people going like, "Oh, my friend pranked with a scratch card and bought one, and then they thought he won the lotto, and then he jumped off
Yes.
the roof or something." And you're like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if that happened.
There was those things back in the day. They were like premium line phone numbers where you could ring your dad, and it was a automated thing of a guy being like, "You crashed in the back of my car there." But
Yes.
it was just a pre-recorded thing, so it banked on your dad speaking
Believing.
at certain times,
Yeah.
and he always did. And I can't remember what the one we did was when we got my dad, but it was brilliant. Like your dog shitting my grass or something. He
Yeah.
was cracking up.
I don't think I've ever successfully pulled off a prank or a prank phone call.
Pranks or
We used to do them in school all the time.
prank phone. Oh, we used to do this thing. I don't know how it started, and it was so specific, and it's not that funny, but someone would just ring random numbers when we were like 12, 13
Yeah.
and say, "Hello, this is John Mills, home of the John Mills micro scooter." Not based on anything, just made the name up, and he would try and sell people micro scooters. That was a
And would
weird one.
anybody buy one?
That is a weird one.
Nah, but someone would be like, "Ah, yeah, I'm interested," and they're obviously just playing along, and we thought that, we were like, we thought
But
that
you
was
don't want
unreal.
to talk about people doing it like and they don't see the payoff. Like I remember a friend of mine like ringing. We would do this all the time. Where you'd ring a takeaway to across the street and you'd watch the takeaway arrive. And people
Nah,
go,
see that?
That's
I'd have
cruel.
felt too bad about that.
Yeah, but a friend of mine used to ring once like other streets, and you're like, but we don't see that happening.
Yeah.
And then
A guy,
that's just cruel.
a guy I was good mates with at school phoned a random number and made reference to a paramilitary.
Right.
Phoned him up, said named a specific place and paramilitary.
It's usually up the ra.
It was along the lines. The guy this was in, I wasn't at the sleepover, right, Your Honour, but say this was, I don't know, September, right, and we were about 14. That next summer, when we were doing exams, guy comes in, white as a sheet, and everyone's like, "What's wrong with you?" He goes, I can't say. "What's wrong with you?" The house he phoned, promise you this is true, it was a police officer.
Oh shit.
Like the family home. The guy gets the call, had to move in. He's a policeman in where this place was. This is all purely by chance. Guy had to move into the barracks and live there, like away from the family house, for months while they looked into like who this was, where it came from, and they go to the house to get a match, or I don't know how it works, where the thing is, where the house was, and they show up at this fucking 14-year-old guy I go to school with house, and his mum and dad were there. He was about to go to school that day, and a couple of police cars pull up, thinking he's like some paramilitary
Oh my god.
or criminal or whatever, and then he has to explain, I just made this like prank phone call.
That's something Elvis would do.
There he is right there.
That is something Elvis
But
would do.
it was just mental how that was like such a
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
thing to do, juvenile thing to do.
The
and
ends
then,
in full shit.
yeah,
Shitstorm.
yep.
I would never cause that much trouble. I don't think I've ever been able to do anything like that growing up. That like people, I think people would have known it was me. I'd be laughing.
This isn't like a prank as such, but whenever we went to tech, we would take cameras home for the weekend, because if you had like an assignment to make like a student film, you could rent stuff out for the weekend. And we went to Mike's house to have some drinks when we were 16, and we had a camera out, and he'd been filming something that day, and when we went to his house for drinks, there was like 12 of us, the camera was still there, so he's messing about filming stuff. You know what he's like, this guy on cameras?
Oh yeah.
He's still
Still
running about with him.
I'll turn them on.
same camera. He never returned it.
He goes, a Sony DV, is that what they were called?
Aye.
So is it really that?
Mini DV.
Mini DV. Oh, it's close.
Yeah.
So he's messing about with a camera. Everyone's like drunk and doing stupid things. Someone said, correct me if I'm wrong, someone in the background goes, the technician's not going to like seeing this, as in like loads of footage on the thing. he holding the camera, selfie mode, first guy to ever take a selfie, goes, "The technician can suck my hairy wab," and then he did like facial expressions and all. Hey, big man forgot to delete the tape when he brought it back. All right, how accurate is that, or what am I missing there?
That's fair.
Did you get in
I can't
Butler?
really remember what happened. I think we managed to like get it deleted or something.
The technician did suck his hairy wab.
I think the technician was sound and was just like, yeah, you might want to delete
The
this.
same thing happened to me in P4. When I
You called out the technician to suck your dick.
sucked my hairy dick after First Communion. No, I was wearing my lucky jeans that day too, because you didn't have to wear bottom
You had
half in my
lucky
school.
jeans?
You didn't have to wear bottom half in your school. Jesus Christ.
No uniform for the bottom half.
School of
You only
Winnie
went to
the
school in
Poohs.
Epstein's.
You could to stop all the debagging. We just didn't hang on.
Yes, yeah, that's the way to counter
So
it.
was this secondary school?
No, P4 was usually in primary school.
Oh, primary school.
Yeah.
So you could wear tracksuit bottoms.
You wear whatever you want on the
trousers.
bottom.
Oh, nice,
No
nice.
way.
Yeah.
That's class.
And then until a certain time. But then
2 o'clock.
around to go home.
You had to get in trousers, yeah.
But I remember the teacher bending over in between me and this other girl. It was opposite, and she was bent over like to somebody at that table over there, and I was all, "What her big fat smelly arse or something like that there," because it was on my face. And the wee girl who was sat there went and told the teacher, "Do you know she got a big fat smelly hole?" And then I got stood out.
That's bad.
I
crack.
was waiting when I were about, I don't know, 10, 11. During the summer, we used to always get the train or bus from Hollywood, the Bangor, go swimming in the leisure centre and then come back, obviously. And so that's how travel works. And we were waiting to get on the bus at Bangor bus station. There was a bit of a queue. The driver was like a bit late. He goes to like walk past everyone to open the doors and get on the bus. Old sort of middle-aged guy. He goes, "Excuse me," to get in the bus. And I went, "Why'd you fart?" He goes, "You're not getting on the bus."
Oh,
And all my mates got on and I just had to wait for like the next bus or train. I thought it was great one-liner. And I
Yeah.
apologised profusely, but he wasn't having it.
They
He
should
said,
be
"No, fuck
encouraging
you."
that sort of behaviour in schools.
I loved it in school whenever they went, "Listen, do you ever have this?" To go, summer uniform, go for it. Polo shirt, shorts.
Yeah.
I got to model that one day. I got to go around all the other classrooms with like the new gear and do like a wee...
This is what you
What?
could have if you had money.
And I got further in New Britain than I was like, "Oh, no, I got to do like a catwalk for...
that's great.
We didn't have a summer uniform. We barely had a winter uniform.
Oh.
We had a polo jumper. No. We had a foot of the limb jumper, and a polo
yeah.
t-shirt,
Yeah, yeah.
Classic.
and nothing on the bottom.
Right, yeah, nothing about them, which is still so weird.
Yeah,
for me
like
to
we
say.
didn't have our school. Our school didn't have stuff.
I loved going to tech when you could just wear your own clothes.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Although I think when I left university, so I went to Queen's and did my first year at Queen's, and I thought this is so shite. So when I went to BMC, which is basically tech, for 2 years. Were you there?
I was a Queen's guy.
Well, where did I know you from?
Belfast Met.
Diona, it's me on. Do you remember,
Where do I
love?
know you from?
Yeah.
Belfast Met.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah, I went there too.
Which is like, it's tech, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And my brain just went to mush by the end of that, because then I went to finish my degree in Queen's, and by the time I got back to Queen's, I was all, whew, I've gotten stupider going there.
You're saying this
Yep.
like it's some sort of like ancient trek pilgrimage across the world.
Yeah,
By
yeah.
the time I made it
got
back,
back to
it's
Queen's.
across town.
Yeah, yeah.
See at the speaking of pranks and pranks gone wrong.
Sure.
I don't know if I've told you this, but see at the boxing, like at the end in pugs, whenever everyone was having drinks, very rowdy by the end of the night. I was well away with it. I left pretty quick, but by all accounts, very messy. William was drinking whiskey.
Everything.
Yeah, all the drinks. And at one point, I think I have this right, he thought he saw Sean McAlevey kind of bent over a table talking to people, leaning across. And he saw, like, you know, like a builder's bum.
Yeah.
So William goes, I know what I'm going to do as a classic prank.
Fuck 'em.
I'm going to get a wee bit of whiskey and lemonade or whatever in my straw. And then I'm going to
Oh, that
carefully
is
go over
disgusting.
and blow
Dribble
it
it down his
into
arse.
Sean McAlevy's bum. Now, here's the thing. It was not Sean McAlevey. It was professional boxer
Oh, no.
Sean McComb,
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
who
Oh, no.
William does not know in any way.
And he's giving him a sticky hole.
William went over with a whiskey. He said he like held it perfectly.
Oh, stop
went
it.
right over, intricately put it in, just blew it, and he said, I said, what happened next? He said, I don't remember. I was just in a headlock with my feet off the ground. But he said Sean loved it.
Do you know what would have been weirder if if he went over with an empty straw and sucked up? Just inhaled Sean McComb's arse.
William's classic bum suck prank.
Gotcha.
But like something like that where it's not like you tap someone on the shoulder and then you look away. When you blow whiskey into someone's bum, make sure it's a person you're going to blow into.
Yeah.
But I think he said he took it very well.
Do you not have a drink afterwards? No.
He did.
One.
Oh my.
If there is any boxer you're going to do that to, I think Sean McComb is the safest one because I think he takes stuff in good humour.
Yeah.
Like if you do it to someone
Mike
else.
Tyson.
Yeah, you don't want to do it to Iron Mike.
Fuck's sake, Mike, I thought you'd love that.
Yeah. But I don't think William knew who anyone was that night by the time he got to the bar.
No, he did my podcast a few days later. He was like, "Were you in Pogs afterwards?" It's all, yeah, for about 4 hours. Yeah, we're all there.
Are we glad the chat about the boxing is
Done.
I think that's done.
Delighted.
The hangover's done.
I didn't have anything to do it, and I'm all fucking delighted.
Yeah.
Finally, my house doesn't smell like deep heat. My house smelled like deep heat for about 2
Deep Pete
months.
Giffen.
Deep heat Giffen. Yeah. Fucking.
Sean's taking
deep
all the pictures down from the wall.
heat.
Pete.
I've started training ready for the next one.
Oh yeah. She's pregnant. The impression.
Because I don't know if there's another one going to happen, and I don't know who I'm going to fight. I'm psyching everyone out from now.
Yeah.
I'm just being a real bitch to everyone.
fighting
Diona
Elvis.
Doherty v Elvis
Fighting
Butler.
Elvis. I love that.
He's all shook up.
Yeah.
We'll maybe do it again next year, but time to like get back to stand up.
Stand up, yeah.
I remembered I'm a stand up comedian about a week ago.
You're not a novice
I
boxer.
need to go and
I
perform.
know.
Yeah.
I went to
Do you know
Labyrinth.
what? I was at the National Comedy Awards last week, and
Oh.
but like, there's nothing like being in that room to go, do you know what I mean? Like all the big comedians there, and you're all, what is the point?
The talent, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're like just
I
like,
saw stories from yourself and loads of other people at that, and it
no, I know what you're gonna say.
I don't know if you do.
You're gonna say it looks shit.
No, it's not that it looks shit. It just doesn't look to me like a reflection of comedy.
The winners or the evening?
The evening, just in
There
general.
was no entertainment.
Was there not?
Well,
It'd be a tough gig though. As a stand-up, it'd
that's
be
it.
a
Like
tough gig.
Tom Allen was hosting it, and he was like, "This is my worst nightmare." Is doing like hosting a comedy night, to all the room full of comedians and producers and stuff. But I thought there might be like some some
Bit of music, Ollie
bit
Murs
of
or something?
jazz. Somebody's going to come out and do something.
No, like Ollie Murs or something.
There's no entertainment. Ollie Murs.
Anything, but like
I would
Ollie
take
Murs.
Ollie Murs. Ollie Murs is a very talented man.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't there. He wasn't there. Not funny enough.
He annoys me.
Why does he know you for?
Because he was doing like I'm a big fan of his music. He has some belters, and then he was doing like pranks on TikTok and all. You know, prank my wife and all.
Yeah.
You haven't.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a most
yeah.
elaborate setup stage thing,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
your
yeah.
acting's bad.
Yeah. And then
So it started to
afterwards
piss
they'll
me off.
break into a choreographed dance, and you're all, but she knew then.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
prepared to dance with you.
She knew. She's like, I'm just carrying the shot. You know the way you announce.
Yeah.
I'm just carrying the shopping in, Ollie. Don't be doing anything.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
is the camera. That it's set up on her face. She's wearing a GoPro on her head, but she doesn't know the prank's gonna happen.
But there was a table at the National Comedy Awards too, full of like, do you know, like the social media stars, like people who are big on social
TikTok
media,
comedians, like
TikToker
that?
people, and
Okay.
Instagrammers and all. And that is like what they all do. Like that's like their big thing is they would like do like, but the money they invest in like a prank.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that guy,
yeah.
Mr. Beast.
He does like 4 million a video.
He restaged the Squid Games.
It's
No!
class. Yeah, have you not seen it?
No.
Oh, you would love it. Yeah. You need to watch
Why do you
Mr.
think I'd
Beast.
love it?
Because you love it.
Who did you
No, did you squid?
did you see anyone blocked at that or anything where you were like, there's insert comedian being sick in a ditch or something?
No,
William
I left,
Thompson was
but-
blowing whiskey
Yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
Down Lenny Henry's arse. He thought it was Dave.
That's great. Yeah.
Who did you see, who were you
was
sort of
acting right
starstruck by, or who were you excited
Catherine
to see?
Ryan was there. Bob Mortimer was sat in front of me.
Oh, was he? I'd be really excited to see him.
He was not happy when he didn't win.
What was he up for?
It was great. He was up for What I Lied to You, and then Fisher Member was also up. But the camera was on him a lot, and I was sat right behind him. So I was like texting my man all and texting Sean, but I'm right behind Bob Mortimer, and they were like, we can't see, but we can only see Bob Mortimer, and I was like, right behind.
Yeah.
me and Scott Bennett, she's like, oh, we were just both just like behind
Yeah.
trying to get on because like they're not going to come to us ever.
Were you to take? Was it your agents that you were with?
Yeah.
Were you- right. Okay. And was that most of the setup for the night, or could you go and mingle? Could
Oh
you
no,
walk
there was like a
around?
2 or 3 hour mingling session beforehand, but like, do you know what I mean?
Free
It's a
bar.
long mingle.
Free
Yeah.
bar. Free bar.
Do you know this is? I've never been at a bigger collection of free bars in my life than during this pregnancy, and it goes against my entire identity.
Always away.
Like it's
Didn't
been.
stop you.
Pregnancy?
Pardon?
The pregnancy?
Hey, didn't stop her.
No.
Yeah. Pints.
Oh, Mortimer.
Do you know what's really funny? It was Ricky Gervais's acceptance speech whenever he won Best Comedy Performance.
Was he there?
No.
Video.
Which was really funny because he was like, I literally live half a mile from here. Like,
That's
I could easily be there.
hilarious.
Like,
Wow.
embarrassed. But he was there last year, but he didn't go this year. And in his video, he was all like, yeah, I've won Best Comedy Performance, which is like really embarrassing for the other people in my category because they were obviously all doing their best comedy acting. I'm in the afterlife just like crying and being miserable and still funnier than all them fuckers. And it was fucking brilliant.
Did people in the room enjoy that, or were they taking themselves a bit
loved it.
seriously?
They loved it. Loved it.
It's good.
Inside seething that they all lost, but they loved it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing we didn't get an invite.
Hey, there's always next year.
No.
There's not. That's the end of it. They're not doing it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really sorry.
They're not celebrating comedy. That's now the boxing awards.
Yeah. Oh, I love
They've
that.
Like the Golden Glove Awards.
Yeah. I've
Um,
heard that's all there is happening over here now.
yeah, I don't know. I have a word up for
That's right,
podcast.
Aye, they didn't win.
No, sad they didn't.
Chris Ramsey won.
Rosie and Ramsey.
Rosie and Ramsey
Rosie and
in
Ramsey.
a
won.
wheelie bin or
Yeah.
whatever it is.
I was delighted to see. It would have been great for the guys if I have a word to win, but Rosie and Ramsey are lovely too.
See, I still think there's a thing there of the industry, if you like, being scared by the likes of Have a Word.
Yeah.
And there has to be a thing where you just accept that the old guard and the old way of doing things, like on TV not being king.
Yeah.
You have to just probably accept that.
But also, like, even for them to get down to the final four is huge because there's like a
Yeah,
long
yeah.
list and then a short list and then a final list. Like, it's a lot. It's
Who's
a
the
long
panel?
process.
Is there a voting thing or is it a committee?
It's public vote, which is also annoying because you just go.
Who has
so
the biggest
before,
podcast?
who's the most followers?
Yeah.
You know, immediately before you go, oh, these people are up, and then you go, oh, Joe Lyce's going to win that one because it's got more followers than, you know, you just know who's going to win.
Becomes a popularity thing.
What's an awards thing, like Oscars, Brits, whatever? If you could go to one thing, what would it be?
I'd go to the Tonys.
Wait, oh yeah, theatre.
Musical theatre.
Any
Yeah.
element.
Yeah. I'd
Where do
enjoy
they have that?
My
Does it
house.
change?
I have it in my house every
Beachmount
year.
Leisure Centre?
Yeah. No, it's in the New York flipping Radio City musical. Yeah.
That's my ambition to play.
A
My
musical?
dream venue. Nope. Radio City Musical.
Yeah, he wants to play the Tonys.
Where's your ambition to play?
Radio City Musical in New York.
Oh yeah. I mean, where have you done in New York?
Stand. I'm gonna do somewhere. I think I'm gonna take a risk for next. Not Radio City Musical,
Okay.
but theatre.
Madison
that
Square
people
Garden.
might
What
know.
awards would you want to go to?
There was a time where it would have been the Mobos. And I love that I'm picking that, and that's definitely achievable to go to the Mobos.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think if I want to go to the Mobos,
Yeah.
I'm not sounding like a dick, but I
No,
think
you
I
could.
could go to the Mobos.
Do you think
Yeah.
so?
We could all
Do you think
go
I
to
couldn't go to the Mobos? Don't challenge me to go to the Mobos, because I'll be behind Bob Mortimer at the Mobos. Like,
If you go to the Mobos, I'll change my name to Elvis. There you go. There's
There's your
there's
deal.
the deal. There's the deal.
I would have gone to Mobos back in the day when Garage was king,
Yeah.
but now
You mean it's not?
this guy's invested so much in So Solid Crew.
No.
I don't think the Oscars would be fun, but I think.
Do you know what? None of them are
Last
that
year it
fun.
was.
Everyone's tense.
Is it me? Oh yeah.
Last year it was a good one.
Maybe the Golden Globe. Maybe
Holy
what's
smack.
the thing? Is there
Holy
like
smack.
a thing that comes at the start of the award season?
The
Would it be all a
Razzies.
wee bit like that? Might be fun. That's for bad films.
The
Isn't it?
Razzies.
Is that the one for bad
It's the night
ones?
before the Oscars and it's for all the bad films. And they have
That
the
That's
could be a
way
lot
more
of fun.
fun.
That'd be good.
See, at the end of the day, here's what I think: as comedians, we're misfits.
Yeah.
We're losers. We're nerds.
What?
So I
for
think
yourself.
when you go to when you go to like some sort of event like the Oscars where it's all about how cool and powerful you are, I think you'd be uncomfortable in that setting.
Yeah.
I want to go to something that's silly and fun, like the comedy I enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like the Razzies might be a lot of fun.
Do you remember when Trey Parker?
That's
and
the wrong
Matt-
podcast.
No. From South Park, Trey Parker and Matt. What's his name?
Stone.
Went to the Oscars in like 1999. They wore dresses, and then they were high on like
Mushrooms?
shrooms and Molly
People
and
were
everything.
giving them so much shit because they undermined.
Yeah, the Oscars.
So the Oscars are always like in February, aren't they? And I always wanted to have an Oscars party in my house where like
Okay.
me and my
It's
friends.
on too late.
It's on really late in the night.
that's
I know.
right.
But so I always wanted to have like, we'll get dressed up like we're going to the Oscars, get blocked, and like, well, it'll be funny. We'll make predictions. I know.
You'll be in Craigavon.
I know, I'll still be in Craigavon. I know. But Sean organised one for me a couple of years ago for like, because sort of near my birthday is in March. And
Okay.
he was like, I've organised an Oscars party for you. But he had like ordered like a red carpet, and he'd ordered like
nice.
all these like clapperboard stuff and like awards, and he'd ordered like popcorn into like a whole thing in a was a popcorn machine, whole stuff. And I was like, oh my God, that's really exciting. Got on loads of booze. And I was like, this is the day before, right? Because he wanted to tell me, because I would get full social anxiety if everyone just turned up. And then he was all to me, and here's the list of like guests. And I was like, all right. And it was, I know this sounds obvious, but it was all actors. And I was all, none of these are my friends.
Where did Sean pull all the actors from?
Well, just people I've worked with.
IMDb.
But yeah, like just all Northern Irish actors, like maybe about 12 actors, and they
So
were
people
all coming
more-
down to Craigavon.
More acquaintances than friends. You
yeah,
mean?
and I was like, well, these aren't people I want to get blocked with or like watch the Oscars.
Kenneth Branagh there.
And
Like,
they all
Yeah.
have to stay over in my house because it's all really late.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's all really late, and Sean had organised this, and I told him to cancel.
Oh wow.
He cancelled it.
no. So he's put in a hell of a lot of work
Yeah.
there. Killed it.
Yeah, killed it
The date you cancel the day before.
the day before.
Killed it too much.
And you cancel everybody. coming?
Everybody cancelled the entire thing. I fuck it. I was like, I'm not doing any of this. As all. I can't believe you would think that I wanted to experience this with a whole pile of people that I don't really know.
What did you say to people?
I text them going, I don't like you. No, I messaged just said I was feeling sick or something.
Yeah.
Spoiled, please no now.
Have
Like
you
3 years
become
ago.
friendlier with anyone on that who now you would invite to an Oscars party? That's a great question.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, there's a few people on there that I was really quite friendly with at the time.
I was on it.
Like
But
who?
they're not like your childhood friends. Well, there was just like Brona Waugh or Kerry Quinn or people like that were on it, like people I know well. But no, you know, I was like,
You should have been delighted.
do you know how to speak?
You should have been delighted that Bruna Waugh, Kerry Quinn
Yeah.
All those people were on their way.
were willing to come up to Craigavon to an Oscars party.
Yeah, I should have been.
That would have been a great night.
Yeah, I know.
It's the stand over to Waiter part.
It's just like it's too late, and also
should've
it was
got a
one of them
minibus.
things
Should've
that
got a minibus.
you say and you don't mean. You're all you know the difference between what I'm saying and what I mean.
Right.
Right.
What I'm saying is, don't throw me an Oscars party.
Did-
So what awards would you want to go to?
It probably would be the Oscars.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
do you know what I'd love to go to? The BET Awards, and they're doing like nostalgic
Yes.
performances where they're bringing Casey and JoJo and all.
Yes.
112 Peaches
Omarion
and Cream.
is just doing
Yes.
a full mega mix.
That is where I'd find out who's dead.
Yes.
Because you'd be all, because like say like Casey would come on by herself and you're all, your man's dead. Or JoJo's a girl.
Casey and JoJo were two guys.
Two guys.
There was an
Oh,
artist also
JoJo's a
called
girl?
JoJo. Yep. But she's not Casey and JoJo.
But then you'd be like, oh, Thingy's dead because Thingy's out by himself.
Yep.
Thingy.
Now, what would be class about Omarion would be like
Everything.
He's doing Icebox, and then at the end,
Tyrese comes
the
out.
rest of B2K
So,
come
and Tyrese.
Tyrese.
featuring Tyrese.
Who's Omarion?
Who's
From B2K?
Omarion? From B2K?
Are those Chinese fellas?
No, it's
no,
BTS.
that's BTS.
No, we're not doing this again.
We are.
Fucking
We
word
will.
association.
Do you remember B2K? Bump, bump, bump.
Bump, bump, bump.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all
Yeah.
I remember from it.
Yeah,
Well,
and-
if the boys can't reunite, Omarion's coming, and then you could just do that.
I'll just do that, but
Bump, bump, bump.
and Omarion's brother was Roger from Sister Sister.
Marcus Houston?
get the fuck.
Hold on. That's Marcus Houston. That's Omarion's brother.
Yep.
Sister, brother. He had a great song, Up in the Club.
I can't remember it
Oh,
too
no,
well.
Up in the
Wanna make
club.
love up in the
No,
club.
that's
Love-
Usher.
This is Marcus Houston. You know we be up in the club.
Oh, that's it.
I'll come.
Songs were so sleazy back
He had a
then.
great six pack. They were.
Dirty, weren't they?
Does he not have an eye?
They were all about writing.
You said back then.
Yeah.
As if you knew
that
you were
bad.
keeping updated.
I really enjoyed. Remember Lil Bow Wow?
Yeah.
Remember he was
Yeah.
like, "Call me Bow Wow" now.
Yippee
Yeah.
yo,
He,
yippee yay.
he's not going. I don't think he's killing it
Oh,
anymore.
it's not great at the
And he
minute for
said he
him.
was on a private jet, and there was pictures of him being like on the equivalent of like EasyJet economy. He had taken old pictures and stuff like that.
Oh yes. Do you mean he uploaded stuff and then somebody called him out?
Yes.
I seen that.
like
Did he lose the Lil at some point and just become Bow Wow?
Yes.
Yeah. Wonder what age you have to do that at.
24.
I'm still
Like,
doing
there
it.
must be a
Little
day
Aaron
where you're
Butler.
late. Yeah. Lil Elvis.
Do you know what was a song? You alright?
Nearly spilled water on me.
Do you know what was a chance to Brandy and the other girl?
Monica.
The boy is mine.
The
Monica.
Brandy, they
Boy is
hated each other.
mine.
Brandy versus Monica.
It wasn't verses. It was just Brandy and Monica.
But I think you're right. There was beef there.
They see the first time they performed live together.
Yes, there's beef.
Monica punched Brandy just before it, and in the video they're facing off like they hate each other. They did.
Where'd she punch her?
The face.
Face.
Imagine being well, you just done a boxing thing. I could
Next,
not.
don't want to talk about it.
Punch
I
her in
fancied
the
Brandy when she was
fucking
Moesha.
Yes.
I fancied her so much.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend Ray.
Monica's better looking though.
Ray J?
Ray
No,
J.
that's not her boyfriend. That's her brother. Fuck,
That's your
why do we
boy.
keep doing this?
Who was the boyfriend
boy.
in the show though? Q.
Is Ray J the same Ray J that Kim Kardashian had a sex tape with?
Yes.
That he was in the boy's mind video, and he's like hugging
think
him
he
like
did
this
that.
from behind.
If you had to get famous through a sex tape, who would your sex tape be with?
Oh, Dave Elliott.
If it's the only way you're allowed to earn a living.
If it's the only way.
Mandy
you're like,
Dingle
Oh,
Fuck's Mandy Dingle?
Who's Mandy Dingle?
Yeah.
from Emmerdale.
I
From
don't watch.
Emmerdale?
I don't watch.
I know, but Lisa Riley, she just told you've been framed.
Lisa Riley?
I don't know. I don't watch.
You know, people. You know the most famous people in the world, like Lisa Riley and Tyrese.
Oh, if I'm fucking Tyrese, it's on.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
Oh
Man,
no!
Fast and the Furious, come.
Who would
No?
who would
I was
yours
in
be
for a
with?
pun.
Now so was I. And it didn't. It just didn't materialize. I was hoping my brain, by the time it left my mouth, would come up with a come on pun.
Sometimes I do that too.
Yeah.
Who would your sex tape be with if it had to be with somebody?
Oh, yeah. I like
Neil Patrick Harris.
That's a great shout.
Tony's opening number.
Yeah.
You put in your number. Number 0.
No, who's good at the minute?
Yeah, that'd be funny if at the start of Tony's it was just him fucking you, and then everyone's waiting for a song,
Yeah,
and then like
like
your
the-
thing fast furious, it just ends.
That's it.
Tony's is over.
And the bar goes too.
Yeah. No, if it was a woman, it would be like Karen Gillan. She's a good one.
Who fucks Karen Gillan?
The one from Jumanji, the ginger bird from Jumanji. you know?
Oh yes, fair play.
Aye. And she's in Jumanji. That's all I know.
You being urgent, man?
I'd be in her Jumanji. I don't know. Sorry. My
just
pun's
about,
really
just
on.
about.
Mine
it.
to be
puns
Bob
aren't on.
Mortimer so we can get more screen time in next year's National Comedy Awards.
Bob.
Something to do with shooting stars.
He's a fisherman. Is that enough?
yeah. I think
It's not enough, and it's too much at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you gonna? I think the original question was, you gonna keep doing stand up then?
Oh yeah. I forgot we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Up until what's the cutoff
There's
point?
no cutoff.
Really? I love that.
No, there's no cutoff.
How long do you wait before you return?
Last time it was 8 days.
You did a gig
was it
8
Blame
days?
Game you were
Same
doing?
game. But also, so
Wow.
the Kieran had asked me to do a thing that everyone's doing in June, but it was like 10 days after I was giving birth, and I was all, yeah, no bother. And then he texted me like a week later, and he was all, will we maybe not? Like, do you want to maybe step down? And I went, do you know what? Just in case, because I don't want to fuck about and someone has to replace me. So yeah, I'll just not do it. But
Lazy.
lazy. As soon as the stitches healed back out,
Yeah.
a week maximum.
Yeah. That's a good-
Do you know what
I-
date? Is it one of those when you know what date you're?
Well, no one ever knows what date, unless it's a C-section.
Exactly. You said no one knows what date it, and it's a C-section. So I thought you might be on. I was busy saying like, do you know the date?
You were busy saying what?
He's basically saying, do you know you're getting
Fuck
a
me,
C-section?
hold my earrings.
Yeah.
I was busy saying.
Some people do know the date,
Yeah.
like you said, if they're getting a C-section. So I didn't go, Diona, are you getting a C-section? I
No,
went,
I'm doing a
more-
home birth. I'm birthing in my living room.
No way.
I am. I'm doing it in my house.
Fuck.
I'm a fucking.
All the local acting talent are going to be there. Sean's arranged. And then he bust to come down.
We're gonna put up like a railing around it where people can just stand outside. The
John
railing and
Linehan
watch
delivering it.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it in my house.
We viewing gallery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were thinking about that for the
I know,
second.
aye.
But we did home from home
Your
and
wife was
hospital
saying
and
to me.
stuff like good. Yeah. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, definitely
Nice.
want to do it in the house. I had a horrible experience in the hospital last time and I just don't want to go back. And also, like, could you be arsed? I'd rather just do it in the house and go up to my own bed afterwards. Or, you know what I mean? Just be in your own house.
Yeah, I do know what you mean. About giving birth in your own house.
That's
Let's go.
I know it all. I was in the Royal. My ma had me.
okay.
Here, he's definitely a wee alien.
Yeah.
No,
Royal, my mother had me. Royal Hospital, Belfast, birth,
Oh, yeah.
human. You know why he
Tyrese.
can't drink alcohol? It'll fuck his circuits.
Yeah. I'd break
I
down.
wish someone would fuck them.
My only weakness, birth, mother.
I also want my daughter to be there, just farting around, because
wow.
I think she will be what will stop. I screamed like a banshee the first time. I embarrassed
But
myself.
that's okay.
But I think if she's there this time, I'll like be like, okay, I'll scream like a banshee in front of her.
10 out of 10 mental.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think she's going to be like, Mommy, come and play. Like, what are you doing?
I'm like, Mommy's giving birth.
And she'll be like, "Oh, sorry,
Yeah, she'll
my
be, I'll be
bad."
like, Mommy's busy. Go
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a good deal for her.
Do you know what I mean? I'm sure there'll be another adult around. Sean will give it.
Sean will be about.
He'll be in the vicinity.
That's not our adult.
I'm concerned about there being enough hot water to fill the pool.
Get the immersion on now.
But that's... Oh,
You
yeah.
just have a pool.
Do you sit in a wee pool? Do
I
Yeah.
thought you live in Craigavon. Your swimming pool.
No, you put it up at a...
you put up an
birthing.
inflatable pool, or is it a special pool?
It's a special pool.
You don't buy it from like Argos or something.
No, you buy it from
Index.
WeGiveBirth.com.
All right.
Yeah,
Didn't know that
it's
was
a
a thing.
birthing. It's a birthing pool. You just put up.
But
in
what
your
do you do
house.
with it after then? Can you use it for like summer parties and all?
Also, this is mental.
Yeah. Whoa, guys, I gave birth in that. Ignore the placenta.
I'm getting my placenta
I
made
would.
into tablets.
You hold on. Now wait.
Now, here we go.
Now this is a whole thing.
Hot
sell?
take. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like multivitamins.
They make them into like... Aye.
Here, do you know what you could do instead of that? Not.
I know.
It's an option not to do
The
that.
girl on the phone
No,
was
you
all,
have to
we
do
could
it.
send you down a wee smoothie with some of that. And that's all.
smoothie?
I don't mind capsules, but I don't need a smoothie.
With
Right,
umbrella
why
and all in
is this like the placenta didn't like freak me out or anything? It was perfectly natural, but
it's like a big steak.
But why? Why
Apparently
do
it's full of goodness.
Tom Cruise ate
yeah,
his.
but so is
Broccoli.
banana.
Yeah.
So you could eat the banana.
I just need something to spend my money on, Shane. I'm just like,
Yeah.
someone comes to your house within 4 hours of you giving birth and takes it away and brings it back the next day in tablets.
You look like a wee placenta tablet maker's assistant.
And I just...
How many tablets do you get in a placenta?
Depends how big your placenta is.
Is there like a
I'm
number
going to
where
get
you're
at least 6 months out of mine.
they bring one of those big industrial sized bottles?
This is the new fucking big dick competition. How big's your placenta?
It's for the blame game. Like offering chewing gum. Do you want to slick John a bit?
Yeah. We put oxytocin, whatever.
Oxytocin.
Yeah, that's the plan. Until I do a wee
Class.
bit more research and realise it's a pile of shite and then I'll just cancel it. But
Will it
at this
interfere
stage-
with filming at any point?
Will it interfere with filming?
Yes. So like, are you due to be like blame game in the middle of giving
You have a
birth or
theatre
something
show
like
this year, don't you?
No, I've timed it so that, yeah, I'll be doing a play in August, but this will be out like 2 months by then. The only thing I'm shitting myself about is we've booked a holiday for when this baby's like 6 weeks old.
Where to?
Portugal.
Oh,
It's a wedding.
6 weeks.
per child.
And the other one's coming as well that we own. So
How much do you like the people get married? Top tier friends?
Loads.
No, not top tier friends. But that's fine.
No, yeah, it's like my best friend's sister.
Oh, ditch it.
Ditch it. I know. Pay for it now.
The wedding, not the kids.
Yeah. But I just thought, oh, fuck it.
6 weeks.
Depends if it comes late.
Do you know?
Early?
I'm going to Australia to do shows, and that's
Are you bringing the family?
Nope.
No.
'Cause that's a 25-hour flight, like at
Alone.
best, right, with a stopover.
Yeah.
And
You couldn't do it.
yeah, exactly. And I was like, obviously, and no one's pushing for it.
No.
And then I had Chris Kent and Mickey on the podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and Chris is like, I took Chris was like, I went over to Australia when the kids were like under 3, and I went, my 2 are under 3, I'm going to Australia, and I went, you can't fly with them. Like, he goes, oh, we did, and they were great the whole way through it. I was like, Chris, shut up.
Yeah.
Mug me
Don't
here, like,
encourage
don't.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're like, that would be
Hell.
because it could be fine,
Yeah.
but if the second you leave the runway,
Yeah.
the kids start crying. Oh my god, what do you do?
Boob.
No, I don't know.
I can't.
No, you can. Know that attitude.
The thing is, I've only got 2 and I've got 3. I'll have Sean.
Why,
2
Sean,
kids.
do you have to put Sean on the boob?
It keeps him quiet.
Yeah. You have to grow a third tit for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll bring you.
I wish. Come on, Sean.
You can sit in my backpack.
On a separate note, is your second library showing sold out?
We're half sold, so over half the tickets are sold. That's what that means when you say that. So
Yes.
If you change your name to Elvis, they'd all come.
Yes.
would they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you ever
Could
hear
I
that
play the
phrase,
Ulster Hall
build
if I
it and they will come?
No.
Is that what it is?
I'm glad you answered honestly. yeah.
That's like what I asked him.
Like,
You know what I'm going to say? We were in the car going to a gig in Coleraine. One of my tour shows.
how long ago was this? Years ago?
A couple of years ago.
Right.
And I put on a Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons CD.
Oh my God, love it.
I turned around to him and I'm
You
singing.
love it.
Oh, I love to, and he sung, parts of the song. Really loves the music.
I sang a bit of Sherry and I turned to him and went, do you think I could play Frankie Valli in like a stage production? And he just looked straight at the road and went, no. Broke my heart. Like,
Do
but I
you
could.
think you could play Frankie Valli?
Yeah.
Sing Sherry, now. Sherry, baby, go.
I'm not going to like No, because I need
This
to
is
be
your
like
audition.
No, I'm not.
You're not in the mindset.
No, but
to
I'm just
do
saying
Frankie.
like I could.
Yeah.
Also, do you know when you put up your Banshee Bones video?
Yes.
That's very good acting.
That's
For
some
me?
of your best acting I've seen as well. To be fair,
I watched it and went, he's doing an like proper acting.
he's acting
like
this
serious
time.
acting. And,
Yeah.
and he looked convincing.
yeah,
If I didn't know you were such a twat,
I know.
I would have I thought it was very good. I was going to text you and then I thought,
You tell me in
he doesn't
person.
need it.
It means more now.
That's after the last time we mentioned the boxing, a lot of people that I've seen in person since went, can I say that was great, far better than I thought. I was going to text you up, but I didn't. See anyone ever thinking that? Send the text. Do the text.
Yeah.
No.
I'll love it.
Yeah. But everyone knows you don't text back.
I do now.
You do
Oh,
now.
do-
It must,
I do
you
now.
watch Sean came in to me a couple weeks ago and it must be fucking Shane's New Year's resolution to text you back. Because he do now. Not as promptly as
You text me, we were texting, and then like 10 minutes went by. By that time, I had gone to bed because it was my cut-off time for going to bed. I don't bring my phone into the bedroom, and then in the morning, I
don't
text.
bring your phone into the bedroom.
Discipline.
What if you get murdered? You're dead.
Well, halfway
yeah.
through a murder, I'm hardly going to go, sorry, mate, 2 seconds here.
Yeah.
But
Hello,
if
Daddy?
somebody came into your room to kill you, you could go like
Torch!
No, you could go like okay, Google phone 999, and then it would ring in 999.
That's how. Yep.
Why would you? That's mental. Where you?
How would you be cool enough to go 2 seconds, mate? Where am I put my phone? Like, if they're coming for you, they're coming for you.
I would be like okay, Google 999.
I don't know if you see me box, but I'd probably slip it and throw 2
Where are you
lefts
putting your
and-
phone overnight?
Huh?
Outside your bedroom.
Literally
Do you
outside the
both
door.
do that?
No.
Oh, yeah.
One phone's on, but mine's not.
Well, at least there's one phone in the room in case you get
But if there
murdered.
was an emergency in the
Fuck
middle
me.
of the night,
Yeah,
for anyone I know,
yeah.
I can't do anything about it.
That's fine. As long as your immediate family are in the house.
Yeah.
Fuck whoever's getting married in Portugal.
But then I text you in the morning and I went, sorry,
Yeah.
I turned my phone off. But yeah, that is one of the resolutions.
Is
That's
it?
lovely.
Did you do any?
I'm doing Lent starting soon here.
Are you?
What you don't do? What are you giving up for Lent? You don't do it.
You can go on something as well.
You can go on stuff too.
Oh no, he's on booze.
Oh, no, that'll be my midlife crisis if that ever
What are you
happens. I'm going off pizza, chocolate, crisps,
Why?
and Coke Zeros.
Why you look great?
But it's a discipline thing with me, Shane. And with my big show coming up, I just want to be at the optimal.
Get you?
Arnie have really tiny ears.
Yeah, I do. And what?
But they're so cute.
Have you had them?
I have never seen
Do you want
them.
to touch it? You want
They're
to
They're the best ears I've ever seen.
Thank you very much. I do have nice ears.
Have you had
They're
them?
cute.
Yeah, I got the thing.
Pin back?
No, I got the thing. Remember you talked about it? I text you. No, I didn't. I haven't had anything done.
thing?
I haven't had anything done. I've had my
Again.
hair dyed. I haven't worked my ears. I'm having a good year.
When I'm done
It's all
childbearing, I'm
up.
getting all the shit done.
I'm just going to stick your tablet just
Yeah.
in it. Just like that. The
You look like a guy with a placenta. Anyway,
well, apparently it's good for you.
what dates are Lavery's?
7th of May, bank holiday weekend. King gets coronated, and then I'm also there
And then the
Why does
real
it take
and
king.
then
so
the real
long
king.
for him to coronate him? Fuck me, he's been the king for
because
ages.
he's 77. He's gearing up for it.
Diona,
How are you?
what's what's coming up? What's the there's plays?
There's an Oscar
there's-
party happening at Diona's
Yes,
house.
everyone pile
Yeah,
up.
everyone
a few
invited.
weeks
Only if
there.
you've got a credit. on
Bring your
IMDb.
sleeping bag.
yeah.
Extras from Hope
Not a
Street
short
turning up.
film. I know my podcast. Remember when? Henry tickets are on sale now as well.
It's all go for you.
I want to come on yours again soon, but I want you to pair me up with someone wild and random.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh.
Okay.
Okay, but I have gotten better at pairing people. I You were on with Lisa McHugh last week.
Had a
It's
great
bit this
time.
week, yeah.
Yes, that was good fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Lisa's a good person.
Yep. She's been on this.
Has
Has
she?
she?
Way
No,
in the
she
early
hasn't.
days. Zoom.
Oh, okay. Get her back.
Get her back, get her pocket. Do you know what? No,
No, don't do it.
doesn't matter.
Because she's
Doesn't
married.
Yeah, I'll get you back on. Because you need the publicity. And
Yes, he does.
I'll pair you up with someone mad like Aaron.
Someone who's been in jail. So Aaron Beale.
yeah.
Guys, thanks for watching, listening. Live tickets, possibly still available. Still a few left for SSE in September, 23rd of September.
My mum bought hers. Shout out to Anne.
You should have just texted me.
No, she's a supporter. She loves the podcast and she's a good person.
She might not let you go.
To where?
You have to ask her permission.
Oh, to go to the show? Oh, yeah. Hopefully she does.
But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And 5,000. We're going to comment under this. Should Aaron change his name to Elvis? And if it gets 5,000 likes, you're going to do it. That's out there. Don't genuinely
say
not do
that.
it. You did say that.
You did say that.
All right.
5,000 likes.
All right.
Swear you'll do it. Just swear you'll do it.
My Mel hate you for the rest of your life.
She won't.
She
Anne
will.
loves me.
No, if you make her son change his name to
The only
Elvis.
way you get out of it is with a doctor's note.
Could you
doctor
do
says
it
you're not allowed
for
to do it.
mental health. All right, guys. 5,000 likes on the comment. Change my name to Elvis.
We're changing the
Fucking
podcast game. We're
hell.
changing names. See you next time.